This is the Sports Den with Denny Thompson and James Coleman on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
We're doing like major film work in here, Scott.
Yeah. Wow. Like I can see myself.
I can barely see you guys now.
Well, if you go.
Oh, I forgot about the camera back there.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Well, that's okay. All right. That's all right. You guys are kind of like, you got the Apple thing right in the middle, and then you guys are on the other side.
You want to know how to
side.
see us? You go on Facebook right now, and we're live. That's how you can see us, Scott.
Trying to experiment.
Can't see me that way, though.
Well, we see you.
Well,
No, they
nobody
can't.
else can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
What are you dressed as?
A corporate person.
I know.
Somebody trying to look professional, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right. My wife had a great idea. By the way, this is Sports Den.
I am dressing up as a pirate later.
Oh, there's plans later.
Yes,
Oh,
after the show.
I got you. My wife had a great idea for the Sports Den crew that we should have all dressed like each other.
Yeah. I should have dressed like you with the hat, some tight jeans, and the polo
Wear
shirt.
tight jeans.
Or a T-shirt and have some dip. Well, not tight jeans.
I was going to say, when do I ever wear a polo shirt?
I didn't mean to say polo shirt. I meant to say T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm a T-shirt guy. 100% T-shirt guy. So, yeah, Sports Den, Monday night. You know that already. If you're out trick-or-treating, go ahead and put this thing on speaker. All right?
Mhm.
Put us out there on blast in the neighborhood. Let everybody hear us.
We won't curse because we're live. Well,
Right.
We'll say some. The approved curse words.
Yeah.
But
And,
nothing bad. Nothing malicious.
yeah, and you know what? There's a lot of you right now that, you got like 4 or 5 youngins walking around the neighborhood, and what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to head on up to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits after this,
Mm-hmm.
just who this show is brought to you by, and get you a little adult Halloween time.
One of my buddies brought up a very good point. They should allow adults to go trick-or-treating at liquor stores, in particular ABC. And you know what they should give you?
What's that?
The little bottles.
Oh, or the chocolates like we saw that
Or the
one
chocolates would be clutch.
day. Yeah.
But you know what? There's no need to separate from your kids. You know why?
Why?
Because ABC now has partnered with 2 different companies, and it's easier than getting a damn pizza.
Yeah, I'll bring it to you.
Yeah, they'll bring it to you. Shipped, SHIPT, and Drizzly, DRIZZLY. Download it. They'll check your area. If you're in the area, you can order whatever you want to order, and they'll bring it right to you while you're trick-or-treating with your kids.
Mm.
You can't beat that service.
No, you can't. That's quality service right there. Hey, a couple of things to get this thing started. As we were out walking around with the kids a little while ago, you made a great point. No matter how bad your Halloween has been, it's not as bad as a guy who wakes up in New England and ends up in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Collins, the Patriots have traded linebacker Jamie Collins to the Cleveland Browns for a draft pick. It's for a 3rd-round compensatory pick if the Browns are awarded one. If the Browns don't get that pick from the league, the trade is for a 4th-round pick.
So he didn't even know what he was really traded for.
He was – no, he has no idea. Well, yeah, I guess he does, because with the Patriots, you were traded for what they're going to draft as a good player in the 3rd or 4th round.
But it's an imaginary player. You're getting traded for a guy who hadn't even played it down yet.
He's true.
Actually pretty good.
This is true. And the worst part is now you get to negotiate with Cleveland for your long-term contract.
Yeah, because that's where you want to be. I think he was like, hey, I want some more money. Okay, go to Cleveland.
Yeah, see ya.
See, that's what you get for trying to beat the system.
Yeah, yep, exactly. So a ton of news today on a Monday about the Jags and Blake Bortles and the offensive coordinator. And I was interested to hear what the takes would be today. They were much different than ours.
What was that?
I heard everything from this is a great move to this is the boost that they may need to, all that kind of stuff. I still don't see it any other way than a PR move.
That's pretty much what it was. I mean, what you did was we hired the guy who was actually directly in charge of Blake Bortles' development, if I remember correctly.
Well, for this year, yeah, he's new.
And then I was listening to some other stuff. They said Blake got a chance to actually pick what he wanted to run.
Well, that's everybody, though.
But what I'm saying is, so like you got
Imagine what he didn't pick.
Yeah, imagine what he didn't pick. Like, so it could be his fault that we kept seeing the bubble screen or all these plays.
Apparently, he wants to run the ones that gets Allen Hurns killed over the middle.
Apparently, he wants to run the wishbone.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to run.
I will stick to my guns on this with the firing of Olsen. That just tells you everything you need to know. I mean, it's literally you can't bring in somebody and then fire them for what they already were. You can't do that. You can't date a girl for 6 years, marry her, and go,
You're ugly.
oh, I
now
thought
don't
you were
wanna
going
be
to
with you anymore.
change. You got Olsen. He was the 32nd ranked offensive coordinator. He came here. He still stunk. You can't fire him. That's not his fault.
That's true.
It's your fault for hiring him.
Fair enough.
Well, I wanted to hear about Memphis Mac and the costumes, and he hung up. That gum, Mac, call back. Man, people impatient on a Halloween.
He had some connection problems earlier, so he might be in a dead spot.
Oh. Let's see what Roosevelt's got to say about the Jags. Roosevelt, you trick-or-treating, man?
I'm tricking, but I ain't treating.
Oh, okay.
No,
Like
hey, that's ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, I just first of all, shout out to them Denver Broncos. We coming
Mm-hmm.
to Jacksonville.
Roosevelt,
Got
stop.
some-
Stop.
You're,
Stop.
letting you
so
know.
right now,
Stop.
to use a Halloween pun,
Okay.
you're bragging
all right.
about snatching
I'm not
candy,
bragging. I'm
about
just saying.
snatching candy from a 5-year-old kid with a limp that can't run from you. That's
Yeah.
what you're bragging about right now with the Jaguars,
Hey,
talking about the Broncos are going to be.
I mean, find another game on the Broncos schedule to look forward to, Roosevelt. That,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Hey,
we know it's
I
coming.
mean, how many times do the Super Bowl champions come to the town I'm living in, and the Jags are just mentally beat down? No, the reason I called, gentlemen, I think Shao Kahn. I want to take your comments about this. The front office kind of reminds me of the Redskins back in the '90s. You know, when Snyder took over the team, had all this money, and didn't know how to use it. Like he got Bruce Smith, Deion Sanders,
Yeah.
Trotter. You
Yeah.
thought that team they had was going to go to the Super Bowl.
yeah.
But they just blew money. And I'm just thinking, Khan's a good businessman, but as far as the football personnel, he's going to need some work on that. I'll take your comments off.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fair. I mean, I don't. Big difference though is when homie brought the Redskins. They signed all old guys.
yeah, Khan
Right.
actually.
They went after the new guys. And the other big difference is Snyder had something to do with it. Khan's kind of stayed out, and he's maybe
his son has made the moves.
his son's part of it with the analytics, and then you've got, of course, Dave Caldwell and Gus Bradley taking care of the Jaguars. Did I say
The
so?
Jaguars.
The Jaguars?
The Jaguars.
So I mean, a couple big differences, but I don't fault them for trying. Let me be clear about that. I mean the recipe that they tried to cook with was a solid recipe. It's been proven over and over and over again, right?
Right.
I just they just didn't execute it properly. That's it. That's it.
That's fair enough.
They put too much sugar in there, or something.
Or just put sugar in grits, which is something you shouldn't do anyway.
Right. So, I mean, I don't fault that they used a proven method to be good over the long term, and
Which
so far it
they could
hasn't worked.
be good. It's just they don't have any direction.
No, none.
So, I mean, that's the biggest problem. I mean, they could, if they get some better leadership in there, maybe things could get good. But to go back to our original point, talking about the new OC, the things that I was hearing today, between reading and kind of briefly listening to the station throughout the day, the energy he brings in, he's so positive. It's like he's Gus 2.0.
Great.
You know what I want? I don't want a Gus 2.0.
No.
I want somebody who
I want the second coming of Satan.
You know what? Hey,
That's what I want. I want you look
whatever
at me funny.
works.
Please look at me funny.
Whatever works, man.
Let's get to Nick real quick on the north side. North side, Nick, what's up, man?
Hey, listen, I blame the fans and I blame the media, and this is why. We are so stupid in this community, and this is not just Jacksonville, but America in general. We are so stupid that we think if someone's got a lot of money, they must be real smart. They must be infallible. Shad Khan has got a big, giant yacht, so therefore everything he does must be perfect and smart. The thing is, Shadid, if that's his name, Shadid Khan hired two bums. Okay, I mean, let's break this down to what it really is. He hired two bums.
Sorry
Gus
about that.
Bradley, Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
Gus Bradley is a bum, and Dave Caldwell's a bum. Yeah, Blake Bortles is a bust. Jokel's a bust. You know, people talk about Gene Smith. Gene Smith, Dave Caldwell's got nothing on Gene Smith. I mean,
you think Gene? Whoa.
They're the same guy.
Nick, easy now.
And the thing is the media is so worried about Shad and all his money that they're not going to say nothing critical. And
I don't know. Nick, look, I mean, I get what you're saying. I do. I understand what you're saying, but I don't know what you want Shad Khan to do. All Shad Khan can do is put the money forward.
Okay, maybe Shad Khan should step up and say it was my own stupid Pakistani fault for making these mistakes.
We don't.
And now I'm going to. And now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We don't need all that. I mean, if you want to say it's his fault, fine. Whatever. Say it's his fault. But I mean, all that's not. We don't need
the
all
other
that.
stuff. You gotta just. You know, even with our show, we have some ground we can't cross. I mean, we offend we offend a lot of people, but we don't want to offend them for that.
Like a whole nationality.
We don't want to offend the nationality.
Yeah,
we like those guys. They listen to our show too.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, look, if you want to blame Shad Khan for buying a team
that sucked,
and they still suck, then fine, but blame him. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's backed up what he said he was going to do in the community.
Yeah, the one thing I want to tell people is let's not get too much on Shad Khan, because what he's doing and what his plans for downtown are going to completely change the city for the better.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to bring us into the new. It's going to actually bring us into the new century, so we can look like places like Charlotte or some of the other places that also have NFL teams and things of that nature. Now, you are right. I will give you Gus Bradley's a bump.
I ain't gonna call the man a bum.
I mean, I'm just using his terminology. I mean, just going with what he's saying. He's not. He hasn't panned out to be a good coach. We still don't. I mean, we know what we know now. If he wins 7 in a row, got some way, then whatever.
Don't even say it.
Caldwell, I'm not ready to say that about Caldwell because he has had some good picks.
I'm not far from it, bro.
But no, I get you.
Closer than I was a couple weeks ago.
If the season continues to progress the way it progresses, then yeah.
I got time to take this, or let me take a break. All right. Let me grab Tommy right before we take a break here. Hey, Tommy, what's going on?
Hey, I have a quick rebuttal to Nick's thing before I get on the Bulls game. You can't blame, put it in a different analogy, you can't blame the real estate agent for the property values. You know, like if Mandarin's selling for so much in St. John, some of that, you know, like he was talking about blaming on the coach, it's a lot of it has nothing to do with him. I mean, it has to do with everybody voting for him, you know.
Right, I get it. Look, but you know what, Tommy, I get it. People are angry. People are angry, and they're going to blame anybody they can. And at the end of the day, it stops at Shad Khan. The buck stops there. I understand it.
And I mean, I'm a fan too. I mean, born and raised, Mandarin born, you know, pure through and through. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter who they are, what race or color. I mean, the old boys, I mean, he's run the business, and don't fire the main dude yet. I mean, you know, it's coming.
Yeah.
But, you know, don't think the screws out of the Titanic before it hits the iceberg. Just let it sink.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, I mean, that's what. Man, what do we think about the amount of time in the Bowles-Reigns game, huh?
Well, how long it took?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous, man.
With the referees.
Yeah, I mean, 32 penalties. Every level of football has gotten to be exhausting.
Anytime you notice the referees, that means they did a bad job.
Are they all taking cues from the NFL? I mean, like, are they all trying to be like the big
Tommy,
boys? I mean,
how much? I've been to high school football games almost every week this year, and it's been like this the entire year, regardless of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's even around middle schools around here. I mean, it's rough. I mean, that's you know, you start at 7-something, end at 11-something.
It's ridiculous.
That's a lot, you know.
It's
way
ridiculous.
Too much for what it is, the level of play.
Yep.
But,
all right, brother.
Now y'all got to go.
All right, Tommy. Good to hear from you, man. Yeah. Wow, that was an interesting way to start the show off there. Listen, we'll be right back. When we get back, we're going to get into this quarterback coach that has now moved into town for Blake Bortles. Have you seen this, James? Yes. So they have now brought in a quarterback trainer. So we're going to get into that.
Was it you?
No.
Was it the guy he's been working with?
It was an associate of his. Oh. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into some more Jag stuff. And, of course, we got some Halloween stuff planned. I mean, I want to hear, some good Halloween stuff.
I like what our little bit of Halloween time that we had was pretty cool.
Yeah. It's always cool with kids. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Sports Den in Wicked Barley Studios on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Sure.
You want me to get it?
Yeah, what we gonna do?
I'll do Jay William.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I know. You're out there, you're trick-or-treating with your kid, acting like the good dad. We all know what you're going to do. You're going to steal all the candy. I already know it. You know it. We all know it. You need to go to jwilliamculinary.com, have Jay Phelan fix you up something that'll balance that out a little bit. Some healthy meals, some good meals, just some good stuff delivered to you weekly for less than what you go to the grocery store for. That's jwilliamculinary.com, 516-7098, 516-7098. Homeboy went Pakistani on us.
Yeah, man.
Can't be going Pakistan.
Hey, listen. Don't call in our
I forgot
show.
we're on there.
Don't call in. Y'all couldn't hear the.
Like, we got to back that up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't,
Okay. We're going to figure this thing out. The next show, hopefully, we'll figure out how to get you guys to be able to actually listen in, like to the callers and things like that. But don't go full-blown racist now. Just a little bit.
hide your colors, just a hair.
A little bit of racism. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just a smidget. Just a sprinkle. But don't go full-blown. Like, what was it? Tropic Thunder? Don't go full on us. I don't want to say that either because that's why I get banned. Actually, this would be a good time for you to talk about the pumpkin patch trip.
The pumpkin. I was going to talk about it on air.
Are you going to talk about it on air?
Yeah,
I
I
thought you didn't want
can't
to talk
go
about it on air.
I can't go,
Oh, okay.
all into it.
I'm about to say because that could be a Nigerian wedding thing that would go.
Yeah, no, I was going to talk about that. Yeah.
So I'm pretty good with complex calculations.
Trying to get an update on this
my retirement, I was pretty stumped.
Mandarin deal.
Luckily, I have TIAA as my financial partner.
Anybody got any updates from the Mandarin game?
Analyze my financial future, which is organic chem speak.
You guys got Monday Night Football on in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they show the logo again, it's like the Minnesota Vikings thing, and it says Monday Night Football down below it, and the ponytail from the Minnesota Viking covers up part of the night, so it looks like Monday Night Football.
Oh, dear.
Oh, jeez.
Dear.
Yeah.
That's like the chef's commercial.
Yeah. Remember that commercial?
Should have hated
Awesome,
Snickers.
They're
Yeah.
showing the Bears one now, but if they show the Vikings one, you'll see it.
You know, Trace sings this song.
Jeff Prosser, mornings
Yeah,
on
Earl Walker's right there,
1010XL,
too.
92.5 FM. The results
Oh, here we go.
are in.
Let's see. Mandarin
And the
High
people have
Sports.
spoken. Global Diamonds was voted best jewelry store
Oh,
in
dang, it just started.
Jacksonville, beating out all the
No,
old
Mandarin
style
fumbled.
retailers with our refreshing new concept
Spruce
of
got
diamond
it.
shopping. It's no wonder everyone
So
tries to
Sandalwood
copy
needs
those, but
Mandarin
they
to
just
lose.
can't compete with
Mhm.
their game-changing
Or their season's done.
products.
Yep.
Like, I don't like this, like, half in, half out stuff. Like,
You got
we
lean
got
in.
something.
Maybe we can push the TV back.
Best diamond education, because we teach
Here, hold
about
that
diamond
up. I'll try.
with no tricks, no gimmicks, best quality, with hand-picked diamonds, featuring unique handcrafted rings from the world's top designers, and yes, best value.
Get all up in your grill.
Right now?
Oh, hold on. That didn't work.
See why we are the first and only official jewelers of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and why we were voted 2016.
Oh, yeah, more?
Not really. No, I'm still like half and half. It's just I can see it off the corner of my eye. It's driving me
I
crazy.
think we need to just turn it a little bit more towards you.
Turn it like
Hold on.
that. Oh, the whole TV?
Well, I just did that so it could be balanced. Is that
Now
better?
sit down. Let's see if you're. It's gonna drive. No, see now. That's gonna drive me crazy. Hold on.
Hold on, I can just squeeze it. Go this way. If I go this way, I miss.
I just couldn't stand like sitting on the corner of my eye like half.
Actually, I needed to. Don, he keeps asking for a picture like this of us.
Of what?
Like in the studio. This us, so you need a screenshot.
Let me get Dallas in here one day. Just take one here.
Bullard Fence, serving Greater Jacksonville for over
Everybody
15
going on
years
it.
with no bull. On 1010XL.
Now I'ma tell the world, tell them, I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, tell them, yeah, I'm a billboard. Tell the world, tell the broadcaster like a radio.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
I know one thing's true, I don't even really
Oh,
deserve to
nice
know
Monday
you.
night, Halloween night.
That you did this
Kids
and I
everywhere
planned
excited.
it, so
It's good to have a young kid right on a night like tonight, man.
Yeah, it's not odd when you go around walking and, you know, going for candy.
Yeah, I felt a little weird when we were walking back around the neighborhood together, though.
Yeah.
A little odd. But, yeah, well, it is what it is. Sports 10 brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, which I'm sure a lot of you made stops at today. We certainly would have had we not had to be on air.
So we don't want to talk about the adult the beverage part.
The fact that on the way here, I took a turn and almost jumped out of my seat because I'm like, what in the world is in my back? And it was your Remy bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, that? No, we won't talk about it.
Okay. Remy Martin, 1738. You can buy at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.
There you go. There's the plug right there. Let me get to, before I get onto this Blake Bortles thing, let me get Daryl. Is this our boy? Daryl.
Hey guys.
How you doing, man?
Good,
No, this ain't
the truck driver.
Gas tank driver, Daryl. No.
No. This is first time caller Daryl.
All right, thanks for calling, man.
Frustrated Jaguar fan, like a lot of folks now. Just a couple things, and I'll take them off the air. Number one, you're going to talk about Blake in a second. Everything I'm reading, you know, nobody has any answers. He doesn't know why he's doing what he's doing. So to me, that's not a good sign, because how are you going to fix it if you don't know what's broken? And then secondly, which is pretty disturbing, is I've heard that he might have a drinking problem. Don't want to start rumors, but that was out there. So anyway, I'll take him off the air. Thank you.
All right, Daryl.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about the drinking stuff. I mean, we've gotten tons of text about
people
it.
Insinuating, they do stuff. I mean,
and I'm fun. We like to have fun just as much as the next guy. But personal stuff, man, until it's confirmed,
or until it really actually is detrimental. I mean, he's not playing well. I'll give you that. It's very difficult. But like guys like Brett Favre did it, and I'm not excusing it. I'm not saying it's smart. Dude, if you really peel back the curtain behind a lot of your favorite players, you're gonna find, or the popular players, maybe not necessarily your favorite players, you're gonna find a lot of skeletons. I mean, just imagine, like some of the guys from the 80s and 90s, some of the stories that they go and tell, like especially Lawrence Taylor.
Oh yeah,
just some of these guys. I remember Tony Saragusa talking about on one of the first Hard Knocks, about him actually drinking during training camp so that he could sweat in practice so that he can make weight. So I mean, a lot of guys like did crazy. Or I've heard people say like the best game they've ever played, they were drunk. So I mean,
you've heard it a lot about cocaine back in the day too.
And you know what cocaine was? Cocaine was a hell of a drug.
Yeah, I mean a lot. So, but until that's confirmed, but he's right. I mean, and it transitions right into what I was going to talk about with Blake is, so they promote his quarterback coach, and I'm not going to just dismiss that altogether. Although I am going to say that I feel bad for Olsen, because Olsen, they knew what they had with him.
Right.
Sometimes that can be just a different way of calling plays can help a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But then on top of that, it was announced today, and I don't have the guy's name right in front of me, but one of Tom House's right-hand men, which is where Blake goes in the offseason, will be in Jacksonville for a little while and working with Blake. And let me tell you my thought on this is I don't like it. And now listen, this is a guy who does this for a living, James. I don't like it. I don't like them bringing an outside guy in who doesn't know the offense, doesn't know the reads, doesn't know anything like that. I'm assuming he's coming in to work on mechanics, which I hate more than anything. You can't work on mechanics in the middle of a season.
Right.
You just can't do it. You got what you got. All right? And I don't care how good he looks on Wednesday throwing the football, or, tomorrow on the off day while they're working together throwing the football. It's going to come back on Sunday.
Right.
And so I don't like this at all. I don't see how good can come out of this. Now, if it's like a sports psychiatrist, that's a different thing.
I've got a name here, Adam Dedeaux.
Yeah.
Adam Dedeaux.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know enough about the guy. I mean, Tom House is great at what he does. But
from what we were told.
Well, I mean, look at all he's got.
I mean that doesn't mean anything.
No, you're right. You're right.
Like in my profession, Tom Shaw's considered one of the best in my profession.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Shaw says how many people he may run 4.3s. Calvin Johnson ran a 4.3 in high school.
Well, that's true.
Like a lot, and even I told you a story about when I was training Derek. One of his advice to me was, "Hey, I get a lot of top guys, just don't mess them up."
Yeah.
That's so a lot of the people, I mean, they do work on some mechanics. You could definitely tell, but I don't put a lot of
Okay, and
weight
here,
in that.
now I've got it up. Yeah. Dedeaux is a mechanics instructor at 3DQB, which is Tom House's company in Los Angeles. He's going to spend 2 days working here. Now, I wouldn't have done this. They list his other clients as Drew Brees. Okay, good. Tim Tebow.
I wouldn't have listened to Tim
I think I'd
Tebow.
have scratched that one off the
Yeah.
list. So 2 days isn't going to do anything.
You're right.
I mean, I have college kids that come in, like I got one this weekend coming in. They're in a bye week. And so we're going to get together Saturday. And basically my rule with them is, as always, the only thing I will work on is weight distribution. I'm not going to work on anything in season with your arm. So 2 days, I mean, come on. I guess.
Man, this guy, jeez, man. Man. Bless their heart. It's so great to be part of somebody who's really good. He's the motion mechanics instructor at USC. He's a graduate of USC baseball team. He's I guess he was in the Dodgers organization as a left-handed pitcher, and he's actually an assistant coach
All right,
at
hold
USC
on.
right
All right,
now.
hold on.
I looked him up.
So the dude is a baseball guy, and he's left-handed?
Yeah, he's the grandson of Rod Dedeaux. I don't know
Who's
what
Rod
that means.
Dedeaux?
I don't know. And he's worked with and for Tom House for 10 years, apparently, because Tom House is a motion performance expert. So
Right.
he started off with pitching, helping
Oh, I
pitchers,
got
and then he moved into that. So he's been working with them, and then, he's gone through that. He actually looks like a guy from this area that you would know. We'll look at him in the break, but I won't talk about him on air, but he looks like a local guy, quarterbacks coach. But yeah, he's a young guy.
Wow. Oh, well, good luck. Good luck. I mean, hey, congrats to you. 2 full days from Los Angeles to here. You're probably making 30 G's.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, so congrats to you on picking that one up there, Adam Dedeaux.
And congrats to Blake, man. That's not on his dime. That's on the team's dime. So he's getting some extra work with a guy.
Now the article says Blake Bortles is bringing in someone.
Oh, he's bringing him in. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Why do I just get the feeling, and this is wrong, this is the pessimist in me, why do I just get the feeling everything that we're hearing now from Jaguar land is PR? Is fans are pissed off, so fire the offensive coordinator. Damn well knowing that ain't going to do nothing.
Right.
All right. Blake's here and everybody's mad and teammates have lost trust. Let me bring in my personal quarterback coach. Why does this all seem like PR to me? I hope I'm wrong.
I mean, because it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get the I don't get the left-hander, I don't get the baseball, but okay, whatever. I didn't play in the NFL, and I've had a decent career doing this, so I guess whatever.
Are you mad? Could they have just reached out?
Bro, I
Are you
wouldn't have
30
charged.
G's?
I didn't have to travel.
Are you 30 G's?
I'd have done it for the city.
Wow, that's what I'm
I'd have
talking
comped it. I'd have done it for the city.
Nah, I wouldn't have let you done that, bro.
I'd have comped it the first 2.
I wouldn't have let you do that. You're not just doing it for the culture. Off of that, like, nah,
I care about my city, man.
We not doing that for free. I might not get a dime, but we ain't doing that for free. Nah, bro, you gonna pay somebody paying some.
Well, we talked about last night. What now? Jags have 9 games left, which is it hurts to say that we have to sit here through this crap for 9 more games.
Man,
but
it is 9 more games.
Yeah, but what now? I mean, I feel like the Jaguars are the candy corn of the NFL. I mean, it's like I don't know. But by the way, folks, if you're handing out candy corn, you need to up your game.
Come on, just go. Some of y'all are big money. Y'all big willies. Go ahead and go get the king size candy, man.
I needed. I mean, I'd rather have an apple. Give me some grapes. Give me something. Don't give me candy.
What?
What?
No, man, don't give me no damn apples and grapes.
You'd rather have candy corn?
No, yeah, I just throw that away. I go feed that to the ant bed in your yard.
No, what I'm saying is if you give me the choice, if you walk up to the house and the lady's got candy corn in one hand and apples in another, which one are you taking?
I'm going to take the apples.
Yeah, that's my point. Candy corn is the single worst candy ever made. I haven't had them all, but I'm going to assume that.
All right.
Yeah. 1010XL text line driven by Duval Ford is popping on this Blake Bortles stuff. Let me get to a couple of these, and then we got to hit a break. That's funny. 553 says Adam Dedon't. 576 is Adam Dedon't. 553 says Adam Dedo, like D-O-U-G-H.
It's D-E-D-E-A-U.
I know, but he's saying like money dough.
The dough. Yeah, he's making the dough.
716 says drinking problem. I'm changing his name from Drake to Bottles.
There it is. That'd be a nice Blake Bottles.
Yeah. 860 says, hey, guys, best show on air by far. I am 2 miles from Mandarin High School, but hanging with the trick-or-treaters. Any high school playoff shootout results? You know what? Let me give you just a little snippet, and then we'll take our break. Reebok beat Yulee earlier. Monday Night Football. These are the shootouts to see who gets in.
Okay, Bolt.
So I don't know the update from Reebok Live Oak right now. If Reebok were to win, they'd be in. And if and Live Oak would play Yulee for the runner-up. And if Live Oak were to win, then they'd be the winner, and Reebok would be the runner-up.
Now, I like Bolt, but my homeboy is the head coach at Live Oak, so I got to root for the home team.
Okay. All right. Whatever you want to do. Right now, nope, it's over. Reebok has beaten Swanee.
Oh, wow, because they lost that homecoming game.
14-7.
Nice. So Reebok is district champions?
Reebok are the district champions. Now Swanee and Yulee have to play to see who gets the runner-up. In big boy football, 8A, Sandalwood went down.
Right.
Shocker, actually.
Yeah, big shocker.
Yeah, to Spruce Creek in double overtime.
They were going after it.
So Spruce Creek and Mandarin are playing now. Last I heard, that one is 0-0 with about 5 minutes left to play. If Spruce Creek wins that one, then Mandarin and Sandalwood will play for the runner-up. If Mandarin wins, Mandarin will be the district champ, and Sandalwood's out of luck.
Yeah.
Which would be
sad. That'd be tough. That'd be an upset.
That's a really good team to be left
They would
out.
be, everybody's talking about Oakleaf. Sandalwood would clearly be the best team in the area sitting at home.
Yeah, exactly. So let's do this. Let's take a break. When we get back, let's get into some more college stuff as well. We got a ton of texts on the Duval Ford text line. I'll get to those. I want to get into some college stuff. I also want to get into a little bit more of this Jaguar situation moving forward. We talked about it briefly last night, but I want to get the people's thoughts, James, on what's the rest of the year. Are you checked out? Are you done? Are you over it? What are you looking for? What are we looking for?
Just be one of those happy to be here guys.
Right. Well, okay.
Just ride it out.
Yeah, right. Well, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, true.
You don't really have a choice.
It could be Cleveland.
We are.
We're not that bad. We're not Cleveland yet, man.
We are. We are Cleveland. If Cleveland and Jacksonville played on a neutral site, who would you pick right now?
I pick Jacksonville.
Okay. By what, 1? It'd be a pick 'em in
It'd be.
Vegas.
I give Jacksonville about 3.
All right. So we're damn close to Cleveland. We just live in Florida.
Well, yeah, most NFL. So there's positives.
Yeah. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Sports Den in Wicked Barley Studio, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Don't go anywhere. We'll return.
I got you. I'm gonna do cool.
That's fine.
Man, this is the perfect time to go start looking for the house of your dreams. Stop doing it that regular way, just driving by open houses and listening to these old people tell you about the old way they do stuff. There's a cool way to do this. And AC Williams with Cool Realty is the person of your dreams when it comes to real estate. 449-8631, 449-8631. AC will take you all around the First Coast looking at houses that fit your personality and fit your dreams. Again, that's 449-8631.
Did you say that AC is their dream?
Realtor. I had to feel it. I had to fill it in. It's freestyling out here. It's very tough to do live reads. Oh, it's too positive. Yeah.
Still 0-0, Banner.
Yeah, that's true. Dom did put up a good post about who has more wins since 2012. And Cleveland does have more wins. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Do people still poke on Facebook? I thought they got rid of that.
You got poked?
Yeah, well, I just happened to be looking at my Facebook, and it said I hardly ever look at my Facebook from the computer unless I'm in here, and it was like you just got poked. And I'm like, I feel violated when somebody just pokes you, and you don't really know why they poked you, man. It's not good.
There's somebody I know last week. They apparently had poked me, and I didn't know about it. She came up to me and started poking me. I poked you on Facebook. Poke me back.
That boy getting poked by girls.
It's like, damn.
Hey,
Simmer down.
yeah. It's okay when women poke you, but if you poke a woman and she doesn't ask for it, it's a charge.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you gotta go look at my page, right? So Gino and Travis Taylor.
What page?
Like
Twitter or Facebook?
On Facebook. Gino and Travis Taylor have been like going at it with each other. Like they went on like the Jalen thing, and Travis was just like, "You're not supposed to fight. That's not how you earn this." And Travis saying the right things. And then Gino was like, "Nah, that's just how Seminoles are wired. We ain't no Gators.
How Seminoles are wired."
And they're going back and forth, and I'm sitting here, I'm dying laughing because I don't think
What
Gino.
post was it?
I gotta go look back, but the only reason I remember this because Gino I posted the because our whatchamacallit retired today, Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
So in celebration of Andre Johnson's retirement, you gotta post him beating up old boy
Cortland Finnegan.
Yeah, Cortland Finnegan, and Gino was like, who was that who was talking on your page about you don't fight to get respect? I'm like, that was Travis. And I just want to see if they're gonna.
Next time we talk Travis, I need time to hit me up. Why are people sending us New York Post stuff?
Us? Sports Online?
No, on text line.
I don't know.
It is funny. They called it Dickie Leaks.
Tony Aguilera say he's still waiting on the Stanton score.
What, the SAT or?
Yeah.
Stanton always wins.
This thing is such a delay. You got a piece of paper over there? We're going to do Willie Smith segment now?
We can, yeah. I don't have anything with him.
I just have a hard time. Somebody tweeted that. Nice. Oh.
Yeah,
The Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
I can see Scott back in the day.
He was doing Thriller
Doing
Dance?
the Thriller Dance? You moonwalking back in the day, Scott?
No.
Come on now.
That was when all that was in its heyday, but I wasn't one of them doing it.
You never moonwalk?
No. Well, I tried, okay?
Okay, that's what I wanted to get to.
Did it look like you had gum stuck on your shoe?
I did make the effort, okay?
Did you hear, James?
Yeah, some people try to moonwalk and it looked like you got gum stuck on your shoe. You can't get out the blocks like you used to. Actually, to be honest with you, it was Michael Jackson that like one of the things, and we knew he was getting sick and it was getting old. It just like, man, he couldn't do the spin. Like the spin just took forever for him to go around.
Probably got dizzy.
Yeah,
all
probably,
that crap he was on, man.
Yeah. It's a classic song like that. I love that. That's when VH1 and MTV used to do that stuff, like the movies.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
You ever try, speaking of this, so it has nothing to do with Thriller, but Smooth Criminal was one of my favorites.
Oh, I love Smooth Criminal.
Did you ever try to do the lean?
No.
Like, man, I swear to God, we got so many
Bro, I grew up
in bruises.
You gotta remember where I grew up at.
They wasn't doing the lean in Arkansas.
No. Smooth Criminal was also a great Eazy-E song.
Oh, yeah. Look at you with Easy drops.
That was my favorite. That's probably my.
I like the
love
Alien Ant Farm version myself.
Alien Ant Farm, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. The rock version, it was dope.
I got you.
That's when MTV, like this, that my immersion to, I can bump it. My man talked about Pakistan. My immersion to white culture was waking up every morning before I caught the bus and watching MTV. So what MTV would do is they would play like clips of song that, and then wow, that's what I call music.
Oh yeah.
That's how I found out all the pop songs. I didn't know what white people listen to, or poppy white people. But you're country, so y'all listen to different stuff, and apparently you listen to Eazy-E too.
Most country people listen to hardcore country and rap.
That makes sense. You know what I found out is, like, especially with the Facebook stuff, when I start posting, like, you know, things like, you know, you leave a dish and let it soak, things that black kids say growing up.
Right next to it.
And all my friends are like, I said, I never knew.
Yeah.
Facebook can bring us together.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, I didn't know white people did that. I thought you guys had like nannies or you washed the dishes and stuff like that. I didn't know
nannies?
what happened. I mean,
man,
not all. There's some. But anyways, like the Alien Ant Farm, when we would hear it, and I'd be like, yo, that's dope. I don't care who you are.
You know who I bet used to do the Thriller dance?
Who?
Willie Smith.
Oh, without a doubt.
You know Willie Smith back in the days at Penn State.
That was in Willie's day.
I guarantee you he had the curl going.
Oh, without you know he had dripping.
I don't see him with one glove on though.
Nah.
You think he was dripping?
He was dripping. You gotta let your soul glow back. He's a Florida guy. He just played at Penn State, so he was dripping, man.
How big of a home loan do you think you'd have to get for him to moonwalk across the closing room? 7 figures.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, listen.
Definitely
one of you
Gus
ballers,
Bradley refi.
One of you ballers that's listening to us right now, you go to Willie Smith. If you need a home loan, that's where you go. You go to Willie Smith Home Loans, and at the closing table, you tell him, Sports Den said,
it's your moonwalk.
It's your moonwalk. Get out the phone, video it, send it to us.
Oh, definitely.
But bottom line is, if you need a home loan, whether you want him to moonwalk or not, you can ask him. He'll wonder, what the heck are y'all talking about? That'd be funny, actually.
Even if he doesn't do it.
Everybody who calls, ask him if he moonwalked back in the day.
That'd be good. Actually, you know what? Matter of fact, even if you don't call him for a home loan, hit 429-3587 and just ask him if he does the moonwalk. He really appreciate that. So, again, 429-3587, especially if you're in the military. If you're a vet and you need to get that VA loan, ask him if he used to moonwalk.
That should be like one of those.
It might have been how he got that veteran that he's married to.
Oh, get this. Here we go. 10 seconds left. Spruce Creek getting ready to kick the game-winning field goal.
Okay.
So we'll let you know as soon as that goes. We got Brian Edgerton out there right now giving us updates, so I appreciate that. Let me get to some of these texts real quick on the text line driven by Duval Ford here in Wicked Barley Studio. Let's see. 576 makes a good point. Switch divisions, let the Jags play in the AFC North and the Browns in the AFC South. I think we're 0-7. I think it's a good point. 576 also says Cleveland looks at us and says, well, at least we're not Jacksonville.
Nah, it's like 30 degrees right now in Cleveland.
Well,
like
they're about to win their second championship in major sports. So.
No, not the cities. Yeah, they have more pro sports, and they got a good little run going right now. They don't have the beach, though.
He also gave us a stat. Is this Don? You think? I don't know. Since 2012 to now, Jags have won 16 games. 16 games? 16? That's it?
That is dominance.
That's
16 games in the season. So they've won a season's worth of games.
They've won a season's worth of games since the beginning of 2012.
That's good, Jags fans.
That's terrible.
That's something to be excited about.
Browns have won 19.
Man, that's not something to be excited about.
So everybody's basically pointing out, James, that you were wrong.
Yeah.
729, can't talk. 729 made a good point, though.
It's still Cleveland?
Yes. He says how NFL team may be equivalent to Cleveland, but damn it, Jacksonville, Florida is not Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jags.
Yeah. Spruce Creek's kicker hit the upright and missed the field goal.
That's what I'm talking about. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to sabotage it because just the way kickers have been going in the state of Florida is just nothing's automatic.
No. Wow. So Mandarin's still alive. Let's see. We can get to 718 says we're one step closer to a Marone Hackett audition. Hopefully we see that after Casey and Houston lost. I don't think that's the answer, but why not try? Great time last Thursday at Wicked Barley. That's B-Town 2 Jacks.
That's our dude right there.
Yeah.
one of the best man caves
Yeah.
in the city of Jacksonville. We
Yep.
might actually when we get the den, we'll let you guys know more about that as it's coming to fruition. We may invite him and his wife to help us come over and decorate that bad boy because
There
his
you
wife had some really good ideas. She said some of those additions were hers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. 673 says Jags are being reactive, not proactive. It should have never come to this with Bortles. You can't disagree with that.
No, yep. The worst thing you can do is be reactive.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. The good could come mentally, which supposedly is his problem, similar to a swing coach in golf, is what 716 says. Look, I get it. If you want to instill confidence, fine. Just in my history in this, to come in game week, spend 2 days with the guy, there's only so many things you can do. You cannot recreate the intensity of an NFL football game. Good luck. I mean, if you give him some confidence, good. 576 says he loves grapes, mashed up ones. He loves wine.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got some more about Blake's partying. So that's a lot of these things are about Blake's partying here. 576 says, can't wait to see what a left-handed pitcher does with our righty quarterback.
Well, we're also going to bring in Kobe to work with our tight ends.
Yeah.
Help work on the box out.
Yeah. Hey, all right, listen. 716 just said, my 21-year-old lifelong Jag fan who's never seen them win is out switching teams. Now, look, I grew up a Saints fan. You know, part of the deal is, you know what, you just get screwed sometimes. That's part of the deal. Anybody can be a Patriots fan right now, but at some point in our lifetime, the Patriots are going to go through a long skid. At some point, I guarantee you. Right? I mean, because they're losing doesn't mean I'm not a Jags fan. In fact, here's the deal, Jag players who keep griping about the fans being so hard, is they care.
Yeah.
They care.
When they stop caring, that's when you should. When they stop griping, that's when you should be afraid.
Yeah, if they were all sitting there giggling and laughing in the stadium and not booing you, then you should. All right, that's a problem.
Like, I mean, all right. So, one of my things, when I'm doing wrong, I don't want somebody to come in. You know what? Like our show. You know what, Denny and James? It's okay. You guys suck. It's all right. You just keep trying your best. I'm gonna think you're like messing with me, man. Like now you're picking on me for real now. Like you don't want people coming around and say high five. You tried your best.
They don't say that either.
No, I'm like, dude, that's what happens when, I get it. A lot of these guys are coming from situations where they're not used to losing. But you've been, okay, perfect example. My Florida State guys.
Uh-huh.
Even the Broncos, your Broncos. I've been in stadiums when we've been beating the dog crap out of teams that sucks. And you know what their fans do?
Boo.
They boo, and you know what I do? I love it. I love making fans boo. The other fans. Not my fans.
Right.
So you can't tell me that you don't understand what's going on. Don't feel sorry for yourself. The worst thing, nobody wants to feel sorry for a guy who at the end of the day is winning in life. Just say, hey, it's all good. And stop fighting the fans, guys. They really do like you guys.
Yeah,
they just don't like the product on the field. The reality is you're fighting them is going to actually make them dislike you. They're not even blaming the players for the most part. They're blaming the coaches. So you don't even get the heat that you could possibly get if you continue to fight them.
Yeah. Let me grab Kevin real quick. Kevin wants to talk Cleveland. Kevin, what's up, man?
Uh-oh.
Hey guys, I know you're all talking football, but I don't think the Cubs moving to Cleveland for the last two games of the series counts the Cubs out. So,
are you a Cubs fan?
Yes, sir. I think there's a lot less pressure on them playing in Cleveland, and I will not count the Cubs out.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's still 2 games left, but I mean, you wouldn't make a wager on that.
I would be scared to make a wager on it, but I will not count them out for the next 2 games.
I got you, brother. All right, have a good Halloween, my man. Cubs fans, I love them. I said it yesterday. It'd be ironic if Cleveland blew a 3-1 lead.
All my friends who are Cleveland Indian fans are up that way. One of them, Alex Pelham in particular, he's like you got the sweat where your Sway's like when you posted all those memes about Golden State blowing a 3-1 tie, a 3-1 lead, and now you realize you might blow a 3-1 lead.
Yeah,
so it's funny, man.
Yeah, that's actually very true. Talking about fans, 576 says that Carolina bandwagon got real quiet when Cam rolled out his granddaddy's clothes, taking all those L's.
Man, listen, man.
Camson got
you
weird,
know what
bro.
we was going to talk about? I was going to talk about that, but I don't know when we're going to do our straight talk. No,
we got a break. You want to do it? Come back.
Yeah, we can do that.
What are we
man,
talking about when we come back?
Cam.
Russell Westbrook.
Russell.
All right.
These guys are bothered. This is crazy, man.
I don't care how you dress, though. I really don't care how you dress. If you need an upgrade in a home, we got the guy to call for it. He don't care how you dress. You can wear granddaddy's clothes.
Hey, credit, as long as your credit checks out, and if it doesn't, he can definitely help you out with those blemishes. Just call 429-3587.
Yeah.
And Willie, I mean, you could wear thrift store clothes if you want to.
Oh, sure. That's what Cam's doing.
That's pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly right. Willie will help you out. Refi, new home, whatever you need. Willie will get. If you're not sure, if you're sitting there right now, tonight, going, I'm not sure if I can qualify for a house, give him a call. Just let him know. Worst case is he says no, but this is what you need to do. Give Willie a call, and he will hook you up. Tell him the Sports Den sent you. We'll be right back from the Wicked Barley Studios to give you more of the Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.
I got you. Me. Hey, when you're going around with my man with Cool and you got that house that you want, you need to hit up Willie Smith, Hamilton Group Funding. Willie Smith Home and WillieSmithHomeLoans.com, they can get you the perfect mortgage for you. Come up with different plans, especially if you're military. 15-year vet in the game. He knows all the ins and outs. Everybody can tell you how to do it, but they've never done it. He's done it for himself, and he can do it for you. It's Willie Smith, Hamilton Group Funding, NMLS 834932.
Did you get a phone number?
Huh?
Did you get a phone number?
No, I just said WillieSmithHomeLoans.com.
That's
what I was asking you
for the.
Okay,
I got you.
For the number, so I can write it down because it's not the 300-1296 anymore.
Oh.
And the hardest part is getting that dang NMLS. But nah, man. So my wife's sorority is AKA the females. They're pink and green. And everybody's been riding on Cam. They're like, he looked like he's playing AKA. Like one of them was like, y'all know him as Cammy Newton, but we know her as Carolina Combustion.
Let's get this. So Spruce Creek was first down on the 1 in overtime.
Yeah.
Maynard had to stop and then kicks field goal. First down on the 1 yard line that Maynard held to a field goal.
So it's still tied. They're going to overtime?
It's 3-0 in overtime.
Mandarin?
Spruce Creek.
That's Spruce Creek. Oh, okay. Oh, here they go. Here they go. This is Travis right here. So Gino's wait. Where's the guy that said Jalen won't get respect for what he did? Travis, me. I'm the one who said it. The same kind of stupid that got him a 15-yard penalty out the time. Oh man, we over here. I'm over here rolling. I'm dying right now. Oh man, I gotta love it. FSU,
both call in.
FSU in Florida, boy. The hate is real. Oh man.
Oh, no.
They lost?
Maynard got an unsportsmanlike in overtime. So it's third in a bus ride.
Oh, man.
You can't do that in overtime.
Yeah, I bet it was the linebacker. They're on offense, so.
He plays running back, too.
Yeah. They're not beating Sandalwood.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
That picture of Trey flexing is hysterical.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
That boy right there, man.
Saturday, December 3rd, Thrasher Horn Center in Orange Park. My dad's answer was the same. Anywhere you wanted to go. They're closed. Tickets are on sale now at Thrasher Horn Center box office or online at thcenter.org. From Road Dogs, Billy Gardell Live. This is Mike Hogan, Duval County Supervisor of Elections. Early voting for the November 8th general election is going on now. Avoid surprises on Election Day by voting early before November 6th. Visit DuvalElections.com for early voting dates, times, and locations.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
Is that Fresh Prince?
Yeah, Nightmare on my Street.
Yeah, so, okay.
Wow.
You got to play. Give me some. Oh, this is the last. Wait, are we? Oh, no, we go 8 to 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was getting nervous. I'm like, wait a minute. I flashed all the way back.
What are you talking about?
I thought we were going 7 to 9 for whatever reason.
Oh,
man. I was about to say, I got to get some requests, some other Halloween classics in there.
Yeah. Mandarin, Spruce Creek had the ball first and goal at the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Mandarin held them to a field goal. Now, Mandarin just missed their field goal in overtime.
All right.
So you've got Spruce Creek winning the 8A district here, and Mandarin and Sandalwood the rematch.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got more football.
Yeah. Wow, that'd be fun to watch for a quarter now.
Mm-hmm.
Mandarin and Sandalwood about to play the rematch to see who gets to move on, who's turning in gear on Friday after the game. That's a lot to put into one quarter of football.
Mm-hmm.
You know who played football at Mandarin?
Who was that?
Chris Malone.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Chris was a baller, man. He was good. Played at Georgia Southern. After that, he was good. Coaches at Bowles now. But all you need to know about him is he owns Triton Roofing and Restoration. In fact, James, they're working on Pop's house today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep, working on Pop's house. In fact, getting some other houses right around there done this week as well, helping people out after this storm. There's still people that need help. There's a bunch of out-of-town companies coming in that are trying to help, but you don't want to do that. You want a local company.
You need some familiarity.
Yeah, you don't want somebody that's going to take your money and run, right? Or if they put on some crappy shingles.
Mm.
Well, then what are you going to do?
I'm just going to live with crappy shingles.
That's right. You want Triton Roofing and Restoration. They handle everything, insurance work, repairs, replacements, and water damage. Anything to do with your house, they can help you with. 315-7776, 315-7776. That's Chris Malone at Triton Roofing and Restoration.
Can he restore manhood?
It depends. What are we talking?
We're talking about the way, typically the way people dress doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of weird people.
You sure to talk about it a lot for it not to bother you.
But they're men. For example, one of my favorite rappers is Andre 3000 from Outkast.
Okay.
This man wears shoulder pads and band pants.
Just nonsense.
Just in corduroy. And some Ugg boots. I mean, he just wears whatever he can throw together. But you know what? He's still a man's man.
Look behind you. They're taking the ref off on the cart. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, after this weekend with Florida State, man, I ain't mad at that. Good job. Take some refs out, man.
Okay,
anyways,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I got a bone to pick with the stylist.
Okay.
Of Cameron Newton. Cameron Newton is looking like he is pledging a black female sorority right now. I mean, come on. And then the shoes look like slices of pepper jack cheese.
Somebody said they were like 5 G's?
Yeah, I believe it. It's like right now people pay more to look homeless. I just don't understand it.
I got that look down.
Actually, you know what? Cam Newton would probably come to you and say, "Hey, I'll give you 3 stacks for the outfit."
I give him my boots and jeans.
But I mean, I just don't.
Can't take my Copenhagen.
Like, to me, I almost want to believe and listen to Cam complain about the hits because I believe he's concussed.
You think something's wrong?
There's something wrong with the way he's like.
You think he forgot?
Yeah, and a lot of people were just like, "Hey, don't talk about him." I just don't think men should wear capri pants.
No, I'm with you on
pink
that.
Ones.
Yeah, I'm with you on the capri pants. I don't get that whole look. I don't. Cam is
He's a big dude. He's not small.
Cam was a really big dude. I saw him at IMG a couple years ago. That is a big man, but I think Cam's been confused for a minute. Like Cam can't make up his mind if he wants to be the center of attention or if he don't. You know, Cam's quick to dab on you, but quick also to run out of a press conference on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those kind of guys right there, man. I don't know. I don't trust those kind of guys. Like, if you want to talk your game and all that kind of stuff, and you'll take it, also, I'll respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But the guys who are yip, and then the minute it comes back at them or somebody responds to them, they run. I don't trust those guys.
The other person that he reminds, that's right, but you don't watch this cartoon. But
I don't
he
watch
looks
any
like
cartoons.
He looks like the Riddler.
I'm
like Jim
40 years old. Why
Jim
would I watch a
Carrey's,
cartoon?
well, you weren't 40 when this came out. Jim Carrey's character, the Riddler, in Batman 2.
Yeah,
that's what he's looking like.
Yeah, you're right. I did not watch it.
But it's just, I don't get it, man.
576 says Cam's outfit screamed $5K in cash in my pocket at all times, but a 500 FICO score.
I'm sure his FICO score is higher than that, but everything else kind of is funny. You know, it's almost like can we call him? He's sassy, right?
I don't know.
Sassy?
No, I don't know.
Because he's whining a lot.
I don't think.
But his sassiness is different than our boy's sassiness. Our boy's sassiness is actually kind of tough. And Russell Westbrook's sassiness is like I think. I mean,
I feel like
he can fight.
I feel like Cam's is a created sassiness.
Okay, like it's not authentic. It's just
right.
He's trying too hard.
He kind of grew into it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying too hard. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I wouldn't call him
because he's worn heels before.
What?
Like lifts. I think that's what they call like
dude. When you're 6'5",
but what I'm saying is like he had like there are hard bottom shoes like Stacey Adams that have a thick sole, but this was elevated. Like it looked like when my wife wears her military heels, it kind of looked like he was wearing the military heels. Like he looked at some woman's closet and like, you know what, that'd be fly for me to put a size 15 shoe in. Which I'm assuming he's between 12 and 15.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to find our boy a track shoe, size 18.
Can we say that? Does anybody have size 18 track spikes?
By the way,
shout out to
shout out to Rogers Towers. And actually, I'm glad you said that because here's the deal: let's just go ahead and get this out here.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've been dancing around the issue all for a while. Along with Rogers Towers, and because of Rogers Towers, we are putting on a benefit for Alan Hearn's Foundation 88 Blessings.
Right.
Alan Hearn's mom, more specifically, Erica. So what it is we are basically taking single mothers who are doing everything right, James, working their rear off, and we're helping provide Christmas for their kids. Right? And when I say helping, the mom's ultimately going to provide it. Right. But we are contributing towards it. And when I say we, I mean all you jokers listening and all of our partners. And so I'm just going to throw it out there. Over the course of the next 6 weeks, we need 88 of you jokers to sponsor a kid at $150.
Right. That $150 pays for the kid to have a really nice meal, gets their gifts, and they're going to have a day at Adventureland.
Yep.
So it's going
to be.
And you're
welcome to come.
And you're welcome to come, and we'll definitely have more things out there for you guys to know about and some other things with it. But go to sportsdenlive.com, inbox us, hit us up on all the different social media platforms if it's something that you're interested in, or if you're interested in hearing more about it. But the one thing I will say is this is a young man who has a story, has a great story. Grew up with a single mother who actually did everything that she could to make sure both of her sons graduated with degrees. And then she went to school, I think, when Alan was going to school at the same time, if I remember correctly. So she went and she led by example, and she did what she needed to do. And what she's trying to do is pay it forward with the help of her son. And he's going into the community, and he wants to make sure he leaves this place a lot better than what he found it.
And I know $150 is a lot of money. I know that. But some of you got it. Some of you waste that on dinner one night.
ABC.
That's not wasting.
Well, yeah, it's not wasting. Please spend $150 at ABC.
Yeah.
By the way,
drink $150 worth and then message us, because then you may give us like $900. But anyway, team up with a couple guys. Team up with a couple guys at work and say, hey, I'll put in 50 if you'll put in 50, and he'll put in 50. Sponsor a child. more on that to come, but it's something that we definitely wanted to get out there right away. Hey, let's get back on the Jags for a second here. Talk about these 9 games left. I don't even need to read the schedule because it's irrelevant. Right now, the Jags are the underdog regardless of who they play. It's that simple. So their schedule really is irrelevant. If you right now are looking at this and going, hey, I think Jacksonville can beat Kansas City, you need to do one or two things. Either you need to go to ABC or you need to be admitted somewhere. Okay? You cannot think that the Jags are going to beat Kansas City. Hey, how about this? We got our first sponsor.
Who?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Pops.
That's what I'm talking about, Pops. James, Denny, I don't even care if there's going to be Miller Lite out there. Let me get one of those babies some Christmas. Pops is that dude, man.
Pops just stepped up, texted me, said, I got one.
There we go.
That'll wait, Pops.
I wish Pops was was trick-or-treating with us, man.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would have been great. I'll get to that in a second, 716. I'm glad you sent that. But my point being, don't even look at the schedule anymore because it doesn't matter. We beat, a bad Chicago team, who, by the way, is beating Minnesota right now 3-0, by the way. But we beat a bad Chicago team on an Aurelius Ben play where the DB slipped.
Yeah, it was just.
But can we be honest that the first 3 quarters were horrendous? They were terrible. Absolutely awful.
It was one of those good-looking out guys.
If it wasn't for the fourth quarter, we would have all looked at that like we looked at the Oakland game. I mean, it was that inept offensively for the first 3 quarters. So we're not favored in any of these. We won't be favored in any of these unless we run off a couple. So what are we expecting? I thought about this after I asked you yesterday. I got kind of mad because we said during the year or during the offseason, hey, look, we just want to play meaningful games in December, and dadgummit, we didn't even make it to November.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to Halloween. All right, and the season's over. They're going to play the final 9 games. So
they have to.
They have to. So here's what I'm looking for. I'm just going to be very honest. I don't want them to win a bunch of games because I don't want any reason to keep Gus. Fair enough?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay? I'm just going to say it. I don't care if they rattle off 7 out of 9. Gus is not the answer. In my eyes. That may change depending on how they rattle them off. But what I'm looking for more than anything, actually, that's not true. I'm looking at players, not the team. I'm looking at how does Jalen bounce back from the other night? His worst game so far. How does he bounce back? Does Telvin continue to evolve? I got to see something out of A-Rob. Got to see something out of A-Rob these last 9. We're all looking at Blake. I mean, we go as Blake goes. Period. End of story. If you get rid of Blake, you are officially starting over.
That's true.
All right? So I'm looking more at individual players. I want to see A.J. Cann. A.J. Cann's going to be here a minute. Jeremy Parnell, I don't care. Jeremy Parnell's probably gone. Don't care about Parnell. All right? I just want to see some of the young guys step up, play some ball. I don't care really about any of the free agents we brought in. I'd like to see Malik do okay because I think he is a very good player. I'm kind of over Thomas.
Yeah, he hasn't really been doing that much.
So I think as a Jag fan, that's the route that you go. Is first and foremost, you look at Blake and you see, are we seeing any type of improvement? Secondly, you just pick out 2 or 3 players and you go, how are they playing from week to week? Are they evolving? Pick out young players. Don't pick out the older players. The older players, like what Dan Scooter does, doesn't matter. And by the way, at this point, why not play Miles Jack every play?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Unless there's some form of injury. And if there's some form of injury, then why not sit him the rest of the year? But if he's completely healthy, play him every stinking play. See what the dude's got. You know, the other one that's interesting to me is Rashad Greene. What is Rashad Greene?
I think that's what the Jaguars are trying to find. You know, he opened his mouth and it seems like they put him back. They put him down a little bit. He was inactive this past game, and you know he's supposed to be a return guy in that flex receiver. But Marquise Lee has played a lot better this year. Actually, he's been one of the bright spots on offense.
He has.
And you've got which we just talked about, Jeffries actually performing at spots. That would have been Rashad Greene's spot.
Who?
Not Alshon Jeffries. I wish we had Alshon Jeffries.
I was gonna say.
The
Marquise Lee.
No, not Marquise Lee. The guy we just talked about, who got the Jesus Loves Me touchdown with the slip.
Oh, Aurelius Ben.
Yeah, Aurelius Ben.
Yeah. The other one is you got. Can we tell anything about this running game? There's the offensive line too bad.
I think I think we'll see more. That's what I'm really looking for with this switch. Is will there be a commitment? I was listening 6 times against Oakland.
Yeah.
That was how many times we ran the ball. That is terrible. Like, you don't even know if it's working with only 6 carries. Like, you wouldn't throw the ball 6 times, and just because he threw 6 incompletions, you're going to say, screw it. The passing game's not working. I don't understand why people treat this any differently. Like, it takes some time to get, especially when you keep rotating backs, it takes some time to get a rhythm just with the running game as well. Plus, you do some different things. He's had big runs. Now, it was because of effort, but I want to see what we're going to do with that, if they can scheme it a little bit better.
That's fair. I just got a text on the text line driven by Duval Ford. Says, asking me specifically from 802, how can you be looking for something out of A-Rob when he has Blaine Bortles bouncing passes 3 yards in front of him? Well, here's my point: is I want to see separation.
Yeah, that's the one thing I will say I haven't seen this year. And even when we watched the highlights from last year, it was a lot of really tough catches. There wasn't like what we saw, like my man Vernon Hargraves.
Yeah,
like with Cooper putting on a clinic on Hargraves. There were those catches, but you also just saw separation.
But when you're
what Hopkins has.
Oh well, Hopkins, that's a different guy.
Yeah, I mean Hopkins
and Amari too.
My man up in Pittsburgh when he's
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown when he's on point. Like those guys when they run routes, like DBs are on skates.
Yeah, they're scared. But here's the thing about A-Rob. If you're a deep threat, if you're a 50-50 ball guy, really all you need to know how to run is a deep ball, the comeback, and the slant. That's really all you need to know to keep it because the DB is so worried about you going and mossing him.
And one thing a guy, Kez McCorvey, who was one of my mentors in the training, but he taught me, and he did my combine training, every route has to look like a go route.
Yep.
And he's like, if you can get the DB afraid of your go route, you've got him where you want him. Because you're going to run that stop, he's got to turn, and boom, you're right there.
Yep.
You're running that out or that in, boom, it's like that. Or the dig, they think they're so afraid of you running by them.
Yeah.
And then especially when you do that and you beat them like on a post or on a post or a dig or something like that, when you hit them with that double move, they're really going to bite.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid to get beat.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Well, listen, we're going to take a break, but listen, before we do, if you've got any damage to your home or if you just need, I tell you this all the time, just write the number down because at some point you're going to need a roofer, you're going to have water damage, you're going to have something go wrong in your house. I promise you, it just happens, and usually it happens at the worst possible time. So you want a good company to take care of it, one you can trust, one that's going to do you right, one that's honest, and that is Triton Roofing and Restoration. Call them at 315-7776. Just put the number in your phone now. You can put it under roof. You can put it under water. You can put it under, oh, crap. Just put it in there somewhere. 315-7776. That's Triton Roofing and Restoration. We'll be back in the Wicked Barley Studios here in just a couple of minutes. I got it.
Got a guy on Twitter who asked about how to be a sponsor.
You know, as I spend more time with Chris Malone at Triton Roofing and Restoration, I found out that this is big business, this roofing stuff. Huge business. The problem is a lot of these companies have been run out of town because they're just unethical. They're cheating insurance companies. They're cheating homeowners. You want somebody who knows what they're doing, who has good relationships with the insurance companies, and who's going to shoot you straight. That's Triton Roofing and Restoration. That's the only call you need to make. 904-315-7776. That's 315-7776. My bad. Went a little over there. My bad. Angie sent me a picture to send to you. That's a good picture of them. It's one of TJ and Trey.
Did Miles Jack play? That was good.
I think he played a little bit.
Jimerson & Co. is a Florida-based commercial law firm striving to exceed client expectations through commitment to excellence and adding value to your business. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersoncobb.com.
The Jacksonville Sports Council is honored to bring one of the most historic annual college football matchups to Jacksonville. On Saturday, November 5th, the annual Navy-Notre Dame game presented by Navy Federal and Navy Mutual will be played at Everbank Field. Don't miss your opportunity to witness this iconic event, which will pay tribute to the great military culture of our hometown. Tickets and parking are currently available.
You see the message you got on
Yeah.
Twitter?
That's a really good picture.
Yeah, it is.
Below here for Advantage Home Builders, folks. If you're looking for a home, Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Amelia Island, Ferdinand Beach, homes have recently been built. You can move in today. Or what about?
Oh man, that's awesome. I'm gonna talk about that.
What's up?
This guy says they're big Hearns fans and love his charity. The kids said that they'd love to give some of their money to sponsor it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
No matter where you have us today, Advantage Home Builders, 607-5917.
Now, your 1010XL community calendar.
Registration is open for the only girls lacrosse ball league in
That's a
North
good drill.
Florida. Get instruction and game
You ever
experience
seen
at
this?
First
Is it
Girls
D-line drill?
Lacrosse. Visit firstlax.com.
If you've got what it takes to be a boxer,
Good
sign up
hand
for the
stuff.
Police
Yeah.
Athletic League's boxing
That's a
program
good drill.
at jaxpal.com. Nearly half
My favorite, that one,
cancers
so I
can
can-
be prevented, mostly by making changes in your diet, controlling your weight, and of course, by not smoking. Visit preventablececancers.com.
So that's 2 right there. 86. Now we need 86 blessings.
Low level. If you're an O positive, please consider donating with the Blood Alliance and save up to 3 lives.
Builders Care is looking for volunteers. If you can help, log on to habitats.volunteermatrix.com.
Got a full thing of candy.
Yeah, I saw that.
To help spread the word, find out how.
Yahoo! Werewolves of London.
This is the Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
What?
Werewolves of London. It fits.
I don't know anything about that.
You've never heard this song before?
I don't think so.
I've heard it before. It's not like on my iPad, but you know, they played it in the commercials and that other stuff.
Is this on your phone, Scott?
What's that?
Is that song on your phone?
Yeah, sure.
Is it?
I've even got the Kid Rock song that has the sample of this.
Well, yeah,
too.
no, that's what I thought it was at first.
No, this is Werewolves in London.
Yeah. Huh.
Warren Zevon, man.
Pops loves
Where you been?
Pops loves some Kid Rock, by the way.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Kid Rock fan right now.
Hater.
Yeah, I'd be that.
You're just a hater is all you are.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I'm hating, I'm hating. But you know what I don't hate right now?
What I know, but go ahead. The fact that people stepping up?
Yeah. The fact that people are stepping up, man, it's awesome, great, man. You know, I'm not gonna butcher your last name, but my man Daniel, hit us up and said, this is what's cool about it, 'cause it's not just about him. I'm sure he would just write the check or do whatever. And some people like that, but he said his kids heard it.
Yeah,
and his kids said that they don't mind giving their money to help sponsor another kid. Now that's
awesome.
talking about paying it forward right there. That's
good parenting. Too,
that's
by
great
the way.
parenting.
Yeah,
I mean,
we got kids listening.
Well, thank you for
that's
listening.
Okay parenting.
Actually, no, that's good parenting. They gotta hear it eventually anyway. It's not bedtime yet.
Before we get to the call here, we got hit up on Twitter also from Jags Superfan. Said, y'all coming Saturday for reveal of Big Red Monkey at Wicked Barley? Yeah.
What the heck? That's why I just put. I didn't even respond.
What kind of question is that? Are we coming?
Yeah.
I mean, Big Red Monkey's going to be – they'll be out of Big Red Monkey by the time we leave.
Is Bortles going to throw an interception? I mean, yeah. Come on, bro.
Oh, yeah, of course we're going. I mean, Wicked Barley Studios, hey, look, it's more than just a name for us. We're there all the stinking time, borderline addicted to it.
Exactly. My bad. They're like, hey, you want the salad, bro, the shrimp salad, bro? You want the burger?
Well, you get them both.
Yeah, I get them both.
Don't act like it's either or.
Yeah, I get them both. You out of
you want the chocolate milk beer?
We out of the chocolate milk beer, but we got a 9.2 up there. I know you. I know that's what you want. They're starting to already know. They know what I'm. They get a chance to understand.
Get in my belly.
Exactly, man.
Let's get Darren in here real quick. Darren, what you got, man?
Hey guys, a couple of different things. One of the things that I feel like the Jaguars week after week it's kind of like math. It's kind of like numbers. There's a lot of different maths out there. But the Jaguars are like practicing all week long to do an algebra test, and then come Sunday, they act like they've just gotten handed a geometry test. It's all numbers.
So are you saying they're unprepared?
They're unprepared.
Yeah.
That's what I have a problem with, is because and Bortles is I was a huge Bortles fan, but I cannot believe what I'm seeing on this film week in and week out. And Bortles, like this past Thursday, you remember what the first Thursday night? You remember what the first play was after halftime when it came out in the third quarter? You remember what the first play was?
No, I don't, because I was at Wicked Barley and I was about 9 beers in at that point.
Well, it was a swing pass out of the backfield.
Yeah.
And I was like, where has that been? And the fact was, as I watched several other times, that play was there and the running backs were there, but it was like Bortles was determined to throw the ball down the field and throw it into the dirt. And like he doesn't even know what's going on. And then
Hey, Darren, there's something in the background man.
You got to turn your radio. You got to turn your radio off.
Yeah, I don't really know what that is. I don't want to hang up on it. I just want to give you a chance. You got it there?
That's fine.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Bortles' confidence is such right now that he can't make the simple throws. I mean, that is a huge problem. So are you saying that you're done with Blake?
Well, I'm done with Blake because they're college quarterbacks that can throw more accurately than he is. It's almost like he's injured and they're hiding it. And I hate to say that, but there's something really weird about. I've been a Jaguar fan. I'm born and raised in Jacksonville. I played football. There is something wrong with Blake Bortles. I don't know if it's mentally. I don't know if it's physically. You don't go from doing what this cat's done the last 2 years and seeing what we've done to all of a sudden just looking like
he's broke. He's broke, Darren. There's no doubt about it. I appreciate the call, man. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's broke. Something's broke on Blake Bortles. I don't know what it is. I mean, listen, confidence, man. You played in the NFL. Confidence at that level is everything.
Yeah.
If you're not confident, you're getting eaten up.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, the way, especially at quarterback, and man, there's really nothing else to say about it. But he's played that way. He's played that way to begin this season, though. So, I mean, I don't really know what happened or what the disconnect is. And to be honest with you, we talked about it a little bit, and we weren't 100% sure if it was just garbage time stats or not. Is really one of those things that maybe this is what it's always been. Is just magnified more because we're supposed to have better talent around him.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I told you a couple weeks ago what I thought, and mechanically what's wrong. I don't know Blake, and obviously I haven't talked to Blake, and so I don't know where his mind's at.
That's because he's getting Dodo.
Yeah,
come in and work with him.
Dodo to work. Yeah, and he had a brother up that lives in the city. Dang. Flying somebody out from L.A. 716 says 4 more games of what we've seen from Blake. I'd give a rookie a shot. Maybe you have Dak, then decide from there. Here's the thing: you bench Blake, the Blake experiment's over. Period.
Yeah, I mean he's not gonna be here.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, once you bench him, you know that. But I think even if you don't bench him for a game per se. What I'm saying, maybe say you're going to open up the quarterback competition, give a guy some more reps, and if he comes in and he plays like the first quarter the way he's consistently been playing, then you bench him for that, and then see what happens when you bring somebody else in. Does it give a spark?
Right.
And then you kind of know, as opposed to just saying, we're not going to start you this game. We're going to start somebody else.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. I mean, Blake has had his opportunities, that's for sure, but let's see what the coordinator change does. I mean, I'm going to be skeptical for obvious reasons because they've yet to make a move since Dave Caldwell and Gus Bradley got here that worked. I mean, really, they have yet to make one. Think about that.
Yeah.
Can we point to a single move that this regime has made that you go, that was a good move?
Well, I mean, they're trading the picks up to get Miles Jack.
We don't know that yet.
Well, I mean, it just seemed like a good idea.
It seemed like they've had a lot of things that seem like a good idea.
They won't play Miles Jack. So we really don't know if it's a good idea or not. They just refuse to play him.
Yeah. Let me get. Let's take another phone call here. Let's get Jeff in. Jeff, what you got about Bortles?
Yeah, you got a good show, by the way.
Appreciate it.
My comment is based on if I was in the position of Blake Bortles. Okay, here I am. I go in the middle of the 2014 season, and then I do the 2015, and I've got 35 touchdowns. I got a lot of confidence in me. I'm at a high level, and all of a sudden, here comes 2016. And my coach and my general manager, they go and they draft another quarterback.
What are you talking about?
I'm seeing this guy in practice every day, this new rookie quarterback.
He ain't seen him in practice every day. That kid hadn't gotten a rep since training camp.
Allen? Who's on practice squad?
Yeah, is he on the practice squad?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was on the roster.
No, but I mean, no. I'll tell you this. I know where you're going, Jeff, and I get it. I really do. He made some good throws in the preseason. But yeah, I mean, knowing the way the NFL works, that kid hasn't gotten a rep in probably 9 weeks.
Not just that, Blake knows his job. Knows his job was safe. He's not like a lot of other guys.
Pressure from this guy. Then.
Like next year,
maybe.
he'll be thinking that they draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like perfect example, in Philly.
Yeah.
When that was
they drafted a guy.
They drafted a guy in the first round. You know, they're not drafting a guy in the first round to sit the bench for long.
Yeah.
Like, so your time has come to an end. That's why my man being moaned about that.
Yeah.
So, but but the 6th round, that ain't. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that.
Hey, I appreciate you listening, though, Jeff. Thanks for the call, bro.
Thanks for the compliments too.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, just in the NFL, just so folks know, once you get into the third week of the preseason, really, your starters take all the reps, especially at quarterback. I mean, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning they're known for that. They do not give reps up because they don't practice that much.
Right.
Most of their time spent in film study. So, yeah, the backups don't get many reps in the NFL at all. You know, the thing about Blake that just sticks with me, and then we'll get on into some college happenings here in the next segment. We spent a lot of time on this. But the thing that really, really gets to me about Blake, and it didn't bother me at first, was the attitude during the game. It's like, and this is pressure, this is a sign of pressure, is every mistake he makes is like the worst mistake ever, right? And he goes over and he sits by himself, and that's okay. In fact, I tell my quarterbacks when I train them,
sometimes you want to go.
If you throw a pick, just go chill.
Right.
Go chill. Just think about the play 2 or 3 times while it's still fresh in your mind. What did you do wrong? And then forget it. So I don't blame them, and I think that's pretty normal protocol for, especially with the Surface Pros they have and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then at some point you got to get up and you got to go pick your offensive lineman up, and at some point you got to go, talk to your receivers. You can't just sit there the whole daggum time, James.
Right.
Have you? I don't know that I've ever seen a quarterback do that.
No, eventually you get in, you regroup, analyze what's going on, and then you go and you talk to the rest of the team.
Yeah.
But also, something that generally happens is if the quarterback doesn't do that, somebody's coming over to the quarterback.
Yeah, that's true. And you don't see that very often.
Yeah, you're not seeing that. Even on the NFL where it's a professional level, a lot of times guys still do come and encourage each other.
521, that's a good text. He said, if you told me in August that we'd be talking about benching Blake on Halloween night, I'd spit out my Cheerios. That's what it's come to. Unfortunately, that is exactly what it's come to. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, I'm going to get into some of your texts on the Duval Ford text line. Let's glaze over what happened last week, and we went over a lot in detail last night, what happened last week in college. Let's look forward, though, to some big, big, big games this weekend through the college football landscape. And let's talk a little Final Four. Let's talk semifinals.
Okay.
about who we think's going to be in there this year. We'll do all that in the Wicked Barley Studios on the Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We'll be right back. What do we got left?
Wellington.
You may do it?
Yeah.
I got it. Blake may be out of confidence, but State Farm never is out of confidence. Our boy Wellington Hawkins can confidently give you a quote and tell you that you're getting some of the best insurance around. He does life insurance, auto insurance, home insurance. You name it, Wellington Hawkins does it. WellingtonCares.net is where you go. Tell him the Sports Den sent you because he does James and I's insurance. If you're married and you don't have life insurance, shame on you. Go to WellingtonCares.net. Let him get that fixed for you, WellingtonCares.net.
Hey, Scott, can we get Ghetto Boys Mind Playing Tricks?
Oh.
Ghetto Boys Mind Playing Tricks.
Dude, that's got so many cuss words in it.
Just the intro. I was trying to think of Halloween.
All right. Yeah, you may want to listen to it first.
Somebody put a bed in here, so it must be clean.
All right. Swanee just missed a field goal, so now Yulee and Swanee are going to overtime.
Oh, play it real quick.
It's got all these scratches.
Eddie's Regions maker Stacy helps him manage his money so he can focus.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's
actually it.
That's actually how it sounds.
Hey, that ain't the newest song.
Yeah, that song came out in 93, 92, 93.
Because I heard that in Tupac stuff, and I think there's some other song I noticed that with.
It was the era of music, probably because they were sampling old music a lot.
Yeah, I guess. That's all we had back then. Those challenges can impair your ability to perform your duty. At Cornell, we understand the unique problems that military families face during divorce. And these issues range from parenting to pensions, and it require an understanding of
Are we done with lives?
Yeah, we're done.
That's your last live read, right?
Yeah.
And that's where Cornell can serve you. Let us protect you on the home front while you protect us on other fronts. By the way, unless you're in Missouri or Illinois, I'm not licensed in your state, but that's okay. Attorneys in your state are. Military members are eligible to receive a discount off Cornell and Cornell services. Contact Cornell and Cornell, a partner that can count on. Online at CornellCornell.com. Cornell and Cornell, Jacksonville, Florida. Or an Atkins, Florida resident partner. Announcers not licensed.
The Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
I'm looking at the Facebook pictures that my wife just posted.
Yeah.
That was nice of you to give the little Gator cheerleader and football player candy. I didn't know. I wasn't real sure how that was going to go.
Man, I know right now life is sweet for them, but you got to have these wins built up because it's going to get a little rough over the next couple of weeks. So I wanted to make sure that, somebody showed them a good gesture.
It was sketchy, Scott. Like we're sitting there in the park in my driveway, and little girl comes walking up, and a little boy in gator garb, and James grabs the candy. I'm like, what is he about to do? And I think he had a moment too where he was like, okay, what do I do here?
Yeah, I'm like, am I gonna really not give these kids some candy? I thought about it. Like, actually the funniest thing. So we're, I'll go ahead and say it. We're doing Hallmark family stuff.
You
call
are?
it white people stuff with my son's godfather, Big Toe. Shout out Wolfson High School. What's wrong with the Wolf Pack? And he's like, hey, you gotta come over and do some pumpkin carving because his wife, Becky, she loves doing that stuff. So
Not carving a pumpkin.
So we go over there and I'm carving a pumpkin, and one of our friends, Cole, his son Maddox, is over there. And he looks at Maddox and he says, Maddox is talking to him, and he's like, Maddox, I'm just gonna be honest with you right now. I can't hear anything you're saying to me because you have on that shirt. It was a Florida Gator shirt.
Oh.
And he's a Georgia fan, so he said, so you know what the 3-year-old and all of his infinite wisdom does?
Talk louder.
Takes the shirt off.
Oh.
It says, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I was like, that's all. So I thought about doing that, but then there was a little girl, and that'd be kind of weird. The little boy was cute. They were both cute, so I figured, hey, give you some candy.
Yeah.
It's going to get rough for you. Life is rough being a Gator fan. So
No, they're going to get out in the real world and have good jobs and
I don't know.
make changes.
That's suspect.
So let me for those of you who haven't figured this out, we don't just spend all of our time in the Wicked Barley Studios and at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, although we spend a lot of time at those two places. We also have to be like dads. And so let me just real quick before I get into this college stuff, listen to this, Scott. You're going to like this. James has heard this. So
Okay.
Friday, I signed up to be a chaperone at my son's field trip. Let me rephrase that. My wife tells me I'm going to be a chaperone at my son's field trip.
Oh, you were volunteered, in other words.
Yes, exactly. And so you have to fill this stuff out with Duval County, all that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, it came back clean. And then the night before, she tells me, they're going to have 2 other kids with you as well. So where are we going, by the way? She said a pumpkin patch. Like for 3.5 hours?
It's a long time to be at a pumpkin patch.
Yeah. So we load up in the Yellow Dog, screaming.
Wait a minute. You were in a Yellow Dog?
Yellow Dog was screaming kindergartners,
that's
man.
tough. Could you volunteer to drive?
My son wanted me to ride with him.
Oh.
And here's what happened is we pull up to the pumpkin patch. There's one major problem. You want to take a guess, Scott? One major problem is when you pull up to a pumpkin patch. What would be the biggest problem you could imagine?
No pumpkins?
There you go. We spent 3.5 hours at a pumpkin patch with no pumpkins. Yeah.
Who set that up?
Oh, and by the way, this was at 8 o'clock in the morning after Wicked Barley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, bro, Angie and I didn't go home after Wicked Barley.
Y'all went out?
Yes.
Man, wow. Y'all do it big, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was but I was a good father. Hey, listen, Walker was happy. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. I'd have been like, I ain't never got 2 things that match.
So what does one do at a pumpkin patch with no pumpkins?
Well, that was the other thing is it was the sweet ladies that just did like these little, explaining what a pumpkin is and these little crafts and stuff like that. They were really, really sweet. I don't want to.
So,
but 3.5 hours is too long.
So really, what is the purpose of a pumpkin besides Halloween? Like, because you don't ever. I mean, really, they don't serve a purpose after like a week.
I don't know. Does anybody see pumpkins other than Halloween?
Yeah, I mean, now they serve more of a purpose because you got the donuts and the pumpkin spice latte and all that.
I've never had any of that stuff.
Pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I don't eat pumpkin pie.
Well, that's just that's
sweet
just from the crap left over from Halloween.
Oh, no,
Scott,
no.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to change your life. Sweet potato pie, they look the same. But once you've eaten sweet potato pie, you're like, man, what the hell was I doing in my life?
Sweet potato pie beer.
Sweet potato pie beer is pretty good. But once you eat sweet potato pie, you're like, man, what in the hell was I doing in my life eating this pumpkin pie? But I will say this, and they're not a sponsor, but I'll give them a plug. Sonati's pumpkin donuts, fresh out. Like when we used to have a facility off a beach and it was closer.
Yeah.
Like I got one hot, like fresh off the line.
Yeah.
I promise you, I forgot what I was doing. I was in the middle of like planning business stuff. And
not anymore.
Michelle came over and put a plate down there, and I ate it, and I forgot why I was there. I got mad. I didn't know why I was there. I was like, man, forget this, man. I'm leaving.
That's a good point, 576, by the way.
What's that?
He says, is it technically a pumpkin patch still if there aren't any pumpkins?
It's just a patch.
I think you just chilled in some lady's yard.
Yeah, pretty much. And she felt sorry for y'all. Y'all took a bus to their house. She was like,
It was actually a church.
Oh, okay. So you're just chilling at church. But y'all went to church. That's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
So it was interesting anyway.
Hey, you kids, get off my lawn.
It's exactly what I wanted to be doing the Friday before Florida, Georgia, and the Friday after our watch party.
Some people actually do that, man. You know, you gotta pray, get all the stuff that you need.
Bro, I was there 30 minutes and I was looking for an ABC. I was gonna make a run for it.
You know, we've
torn MCL and all. I was making a dash.
We had an agreement. I don't know if she's gonna really let me live this out and let me be great, but I can't do anything to middle school. When we get to middle school, like with the Trey stuff, like the field trips,
you gotta do it, man.
Stuff.
You know,
if she could get me to middle school, I got everything from then
James,
on.
You're missing the boat. I'm telling you, man. It's
recitals
awesome.
and all that other
recitals.
stuff, man.
What your kid? What do you got?
No, I'm
Trey
just saying,
doing?
like the singing stuff, like when they be trying
Trey
to dance
singing and dancing.
They do. Your sons had to have something where they did like a little play or classroom skit. And they were singing.
Yeah, okay.
Like their
It's not a
voices
recital.
Their voices are cracked and they sound weird.
No, but you gotta go on like a field trip, dude. Just the way the kid lights up when you walk up, like he's got dad there. It's cool. It's cool.
But knowing Trey, he's gonna be manipulative about his dad. Like, cause he'll say something and it's true. Like everybody says, my dad can beat your dad. It's gonna be true. He's gonna be using it. It's gonna be using it to his advantage. That kid's smart. That kid
is smart.
Like he'll come up and be like, "Hey, teacher, remember all that trash you was talking about?"
Hey, when the lady opened the door tonight and Trey just walked in.
Yeah, Trey
didn't say trick or treat. He just walked in the house like, "What you got?"
Yeah, pretty much like,
what you
"Hey,
got?
I don't want none of that you got right here. Go in the back. Give me the stuff in the pantry."
Hey, 576. Also, you were talking about white people stuff earlier.
Yeah,
he said white people stuff. Oh wow, Brad, is that a new UF turtleneck? Goes great with your jean shorts and DUI.
Exactly. There it is, man.
Well, we just spent a lot of time talking about nothing. We haven't done that in a while.
That's the beautiful thing of the show. Like people go trick or treating. I bet you people would much rather hear about our trick-or-treating, which was a success.
Yes, it was.
And it was fun, and kids smiled, as opposed to the Jags game.
Where kids are crying.
Which kids are crying, and my kid is like, what the heck is going on, Daddy? I don't understand this.
Don't we ever win?
They don't score.
Oh, man. All right, some good college football games this week, though. Of course, this past week was great if you were a Gator fan.
Yeah.
And my take last night, when I won't revisit the whole thing, was just simply, I like what Jim McElwain's doing. I don't think that we are, by any stretch of imagination, great. I think that he's doing the most with what he's got. And until he gets a quarterback, this is about what you can expect.
Yeah, fair enough.
This week, you've got Florida going to Arkansas. Who does Florida State have? Do you know?
Good question.
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter anymore. Do we have NC State this week?
Maybe. I don't know.
I know we have Boston College the week after that.
I'm looking through some of these. TCU and Baylor, which in the past has been a huge game. Not so huge this week.
Is Baylor still undefeated?
No. Texas beat them.
Okay. Oh, that's right. They beat them this past weekend.
Yeah. Florida State is at NC State.
That's what I thought.
7 p.m. kickoff.
Tough game.
That actually is 7 p.m. up there.
Yeah. I don't like that place.
Nebraska, Ohio State.
That's gonna be good.
You think?
Yeah, Nebraska played. I mean, Nebraska. They finally had their first test against Wisconsin. Played Wisconsin tough. Ohio State Nebraska has two really good corners. One local kid, Chris Jones. I really want to see what he can do.
Washington, California. Washington and Cal.
Nah, Washington's next test, believe it or not, will be Washington State.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing about Washington.
Washington State.
This is like they haven't been here before, man.
They've been here before.
It's been a long.
It's been a long time. Nah, it's been a long time.
These kids haven't been here.
Yeah, these kids
they've been there since day of Mark Burnell.
Yeah, these kids don't know this.
No, I mean every week that pressure gets a little bit higher, man.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't count Cal out of this thing at all.
Well, Cal, who was it that Cal had beat? Was it Stanford that Cal had beat?
Yeah, Stanford turned out to be not.
Yeah.
Big bust. I mean, the game that everybody's looking at is Alabama LSU,
and which should be good because Fournette is looking like he remembers how to run again.
Yep, it's at LSU at 8 o'clock Eastern, so 7 o'clock Central.
Okay.
Has time changed this week?
I thought it changed.
No, it hasn't changed yet, dog.
I don't. Maybe that explains why I'm late there. Listen,
the LSU have a chance.
Yes, but I don't think. I think.
What's the line on that game?
I don't know if it's more than 10. I'm gonna take LSU.
Keep talking while I look it up.
Okay, but I think the thing that's scary is LSU really doesn't have anything else besides Fournette.
No, nothing else.
They don't have a quarterback. Like, you think Florida's inept at quarterback. They're worst. Is that how you say it? Worse. Not worst. Worse. My bad. It's grammar. Again, as Cigar SR says, they don't really
ABC
care about that. They don't care about grammar.
The grammar hour.
If you drink enough, they don't your grammar really sucks. But, so Fournette, they show that they know how to stop Fournette. And if Fournette can't get going, then it could be bad. Not a good. And then this kid at quarterback for LSU is really good, man.
So they got right now. It's Alabama 7.5. Is that about right?
Yeah, I think that's about right. I think Alabama will win the game by 10 points, though.
Just so you know, the clocks go back this weekend.
November
5th, Saturday night.
Perfect. So wait a minute.
Does that mean we get an extra
hour at Wicked Barley?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for their beer release
Once the
party.
clock strikes 2, it goes back to 1.
Well, they're closed it.
Oh, well then. Oh, I got to talk to the missus. Then we gonna step out. Man, this is the perfect time to go step out.
It's actually a good call.
You get 1 extra hour there, but no. Well, I mean, you and your crew. I mean, geez, y'all. It doesn't matter what time it is.
In other words, pace yourselves.
Yeah, you and your
that's overrated.
Pace yourself. I mean,
that's overrated.
Burn
man.
out.
Yeah,
burn out. Like, but Denny, y'all close places down. You'll be there till 7 a.m.
We do, man. We do. I ain't gonna go there. We do close places down. We have fun. That's I thought there were better games than this. There's really not. I mean, that's basically it. Vatech and Duke.
Duke plays people tough, but I mean,
who cares about either one of them? I mean, Louisville and Boston College.
Nah,
I know.
Is it at Boston College?
It is.
You know what? They're so fast that it shouldn't be an issue. Boston College is just one of those weird ACC teams. They're so big, they're so thick that they don't move. your line can't move them anywhere.
Yeah.
I remember playing those guys. I remember it was Prince of Makamura was their big not Prince of Makamura, excuse me. He did end up playing there, but it was another African defense. It was an African defense. It wasn't Prince of Makamura. My bad. It wasn't Prince of Makamura. It was a defensive end that ended up playing with the Giants. African dude. Anyways, he was like 235, but everybody else was huge. Like, you hit them and you're like thinking like they're gonna move, like all the other guys move, and they don't move.
Yeah. Hey, a couple of updates for you here. You ready for this?
Yeah.
So Reebok's district champion.
Okay.
Yulee they scored a touchdown in overtime, and instead of kicking it to tie it, they go for 2, and they get it.
Wow.
They win. So
that's tough.
Reebok district champion Yulee, runner-up.
Man, I'm gonna text K-Hall, man. Sorry about that, buddy. Good stuff though. I like the coaches though. I like Reebok coaches, and I like Yulee coaches.
Yep. So
PV got to play Yulee.
PV's got to play Yulee, and Reebok's got to play Bishop Kenny.
I might check that game out, man. Yeah. That's gonna be Yulee. Yulee got them running backs, man. They punch you in your mouth.
And then Brian just texted me. It is 7-0 Sandalwood with 19 seconds left.
Yeah, tough break for Mandy.
Yeah. Yep. So looks like it's going to go to the Wood in the runner-up, and they're going to go to the playoffs as well. It's on the 47-yard line with 19 seconds left. Mandarin's got the ball. So
that's it. OC Euro, I appreciate it. I hate to sound. We've been doing this all show, just generalizations and stereotypes and a little pinch of of ism in there. So yeah, OC. Wait a minute, no. Wait a minute. OC Euro went to Troy, I thought.
No, that was homie that was at Dallas, and then.
But it was 2 of them that went there.
You
know what? This is what Google's for.
It is what Google's
for.
Hold on
real quick, man. We got me over here thinking.
on a Halloween night.
Yeah, man. We already been sponsored by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Now you got me thinking.
How late are they open?
I want to say until 11 or 12.
So I can make it there out from here.
Got to spell Giants right first.
Yeah, he went to Troy. You're right.
Yeah, because they had 2 defensive ends that came out of there. But Osi Umenyiora was on that team. Was it 2000? When did the Patriots lose to the Giants the first time?
I don't know, man. I got a million things going on. We're talking about Osi Umenyiora.
It's not the guy with the teeth. I know
Sandalwood won.
It's not the guy with the
fumbled.
gap.
No, it's not Strahan.
Yeah.
So Sandalwood won for sure. It's over.
Oh man.
So there you go.
That's tough, Quinn.
Yeah. Good year for them. Final four. Actually, I tell you what. Let's take our final break. Come back with our final four predictions. How about that?
Okay.
Our semifinal predictions as it lays right now in college football, because that comes out tomorrow night, is the first rankings. So we'll come right back and we'll talk about that on the other side from the Wicked Barley Studios. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
That's it, Matthias Kiwanuka.
Oh, Jason Pierre-Paul was USF. Thanks, line.
And I was good and done by the time Jason Pierre-Paul came around. That was the second Super Bowl. So this is how much time we got left?
We've got 2:50 left in the break. We'll have about 5 minutes when we come back.
Oh man, nice.
That's why I went ahead and broke then.
When you got 934 left in your account. Commercials that ain't half for Cole Hayes.
Well, you know who that is. It's the CFO's wife.
Oh. Makes sense.
So tomorrow I'm meeting Tighten Up, right? And then Wednesday I've got lunch with 88 Blessings.
Yeah, you want me to come after I'm done training or no?
But which one, both?
Well, no, 88 Blessings. I mean, y'all be done with Tighten. You'll be done with Tighten Up.
Yeah. Where do you think I should meet him at?
Tighten Up?
No.
Or 88 Blessings. Let's just go to BJ's.
BJ's?
Just figure somewhere or.
That's
I love this Mad Dance, dude. We should let him and Pops read raps. Like get like a duet or something, like where there's two guys going back and forth. And that'd be awesome.
You see that last
text we just got?
Nah.
Says I didn't think old three-finger death punch was straight African, though. I don't know. I've been drinking since the show started.
That's amazing. She called him three-finger death punch.
You see that, Scott?
He called him three.
Tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get their ones and trying to get them M's. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. And just 5 years, 40 million more. You are now looking at the 40 million bar. I'm right for Tap Channel on the 100 million man.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
That's where you wrong.
We just got the text of the night on the Duval Ford text line. Definitely the text of the night on the Sports Den on a Monday night, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits inside the Wicked Barley Studios. 576 says, I didn't think old three-finger death punch was straight African, though. I don't know.
Funny.
I've been drinking since the show started.
But he's Haitian. Jason Pierre-Paul is Haitian.
That's not Jason. It is, yeah.
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 But it was Matthias Kiwanuka was who we were looking for.
I wouldn't. You could have told me. You could have given me 150 guesses.
Yeah, I was running a blank, and I just remember they were talking about him pretty heavily.
And our Den callers stepped up. Yeah, a couple of them there.
Yeah, because we'd still be. Well,
Yeah,
we
we'd
wouldn't.
still-
No, we wouldn't.
'Cause I would have just given up. I mean, I'm getting some effects, man. I forget something.
Some effects.
Yeah, I took a lot of hits. I've never had a concussion that I can remember, but I've taken a lot of hits.
He's never had a concussion. He can remember. He's had 7 of them.
Yeah, there were some times when the world went blurry. And I kept playing. So,
all right. So let's do this. First of all, big thanks to Brian Edgerton for helping us out with the updates.
Yeah.
From Mandarin tonight. The number 4 seed. 4. Actually, just give me your 4.
Okay.
Just give me your 4.
Washington, Bama, Clemson, and Michigan.
So you're sticking with the 4 that's up there now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm trying to think if I'm missing somebody because I don't have it right. But I know
I'm gonna go.
I think Washington from out the West. I definitely feel they're going to do it. I know I think Clemson's going to go undefeated and win the ACC. Obviously Bama. I'm not going against Bama. They're going in there, and somebody from the Big Ten.
I'm gonna go Bama. Ohio State. Oh gosh. See, I don't think Clemson. I think they lose.
To who?
Somebody. I mean, they've been close a couple times. I don't think Clemson makes it, man. But I don't know who you replace them with. You want to talk about anybody's game and a year that could piss people off? Is if Clemson doesn't make it, there's not another ACC team going.
No, not at all.
And this could be a year where all of a sudden, now, I don't know, maybe Louisville could go.
No.
This could be one of those years where if Alabama were to lose, they could take, to LSU or something, they could take the SEC champion in Alabama. And it could be, one of those years where 2 SEC teams or 2 from somewhere go. But, I mean, I'm sitting here looking at this now. If you don't say Alabama, Michigan, Clemson, and Washington like you did, or, Alabama, Ohio State, could it be that Michigan and Ohio State both go?
No, I don't think we'll have 2 teams from the same conference.
Well, if Clemson loses, we are. Or if Washington loses, we are. Pretty much have to. Think about that.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean,
you know what? Just to mix it up, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Alabama, Ohio State, Louisville, and Washington.
I just think they're saying that they're going to weigh that conference championship so heavily. And I'm just trying to bank on that. So that's the only reason that I can't say.
But what I'm saying, though, is if Clemson loses and don't win the conference championship, then who's it going to be?
You may see Oklahoma win out, and you may see
Oklahoma's got a couple of losses.
They're 6-2, but they'll be their conference champion.
Man, if Oklahoma gets
West Virginia has a chance, though. West Virginia's 6-1.
Now you're talking nonsense.
Western Michigan, if they keep winning, then could they be Houston?
Just stop it. We got to.
Go Gator.
We got to stop the show. This is getting out of control.
SportsDenLive.com for all the updates. Today's show will be uploaded.
Yep. SportsDenLive.com. Save your pennies. $150. We need 88 kids taken care of for Christmas. $150 for 88 blessings. Thanks for listening. Have a great Halloween night. Denny Thompson, James Coleman, Scott Irvine. We'll see you on Sunday night after the Jags game, hopefully with some little bit happier times. Thanks for listening. We'll see you then.